Erik, could you tell us who you are and maybe describe a little bit your main tasks?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. So I'm a project coordinator at Etro Construction. So typically my role entails what you would initially assume of a project coordinator, working on RFIs with a superintendent and project manager, through submittals, site issues, inspections, and then the contract administration with the owner and the subcontractors.
Could you tell us what inspires you in your daily tasks?
Yeah, definitely. So I guess in my personal life and my work life, different things inspire me. But when I come to work, I just want to do the best that I can do for both Etro and the client. Like, you just want to be competent in the work and do. Like, every team member has a role to fulfill in the project, and I just want to make sure that I'm fulfilling my role, and that when the client hires either myself or Etro, that they know that they're getting a competent person who's active in fulfilling each of the requirements. So that's kind of what inspires me in the day-to-day.
What do you think or feel when you hear BIM?
Yeah, so I think about typically, I guess what everyone thinks about is kind of when I over in, I guess, Western Canada, I think of Revit, kind of like a graphical representation of the building that also contains information.
Do you cook and what is your favorite dish?
Yeah, so something random. Last year, as I was just kind of scrolling on LinkedIn, I saw somebody who said that they didn't eat meat for a whole year, and that was one of their New Year's resolutions. And I thought, oh, I could do that. So I recently, last year, I'm almost at a full year now of not eating any meat, and vegan for this year. So
wow.
Yeah, so one of my favorite things to cook is I bought an uni pizza oven, and it's a wood burning. It was recommended by Donato, PM over at Etro. And that's one of my favorite things to make. It's just a vegan pizza, and I do it every weekend.
What is your biggest challenge or frustration at work?
Yeah, I wish it was, I guess, more technical challenges, but I think even in where we are in the construction market in Canada and probably elsewhere, I think a lot of the biggest frustrations that a project coordinator or PM deal with every day are more people-based, kind of contractual obligations, and making sure everyone understands what they signed up for. Essentially, a lot of times the contracts are let prior to the PM and PC coming on site. So it's just up to us to kind of carry the contracts out, and then a lot of times it's a contractual dispute of what they thought they bid to compare to what the construction documents actually are.
And what do you think is the most interesting trend in design and construction, or if you're speaking about technical challenges?
The most exciting to me personally, I like the sustainability design area. So things from the Rhino and Grasshopper plugins, where you can use Ladybug and Honeybee to kind of get energy models and kind of just help you with the design process. So to me, that's what's most interesting coming up.
So if you will meet a beginner in BIM, or somebody who doesn't know what is it, well, it doesn't matter if she or he knows, what advice will you give to this person? How she or he should start? Or maybe you would like to share a trick or tip with somebody who just currently discovered?
Yeah, I'll give you, I guess, what I would recommend for someone to start. Kind of when I first started, my background is in subcontracting. I worked as a specialty contractor for 10 years. And then when I came to general contracting, I wanted to kind of learn more about BIM and drawings. So I started taking Revit courses. There's a lot of good courses out there right now. Like George Brown in Toronto has a really good certificate, and it really taught me how to create drawings and how the drawings are created. Yeah, I would just share about getting in, diving in, looking up courses. I know in the UK, the ones I've recommended, I find they're better. They're further along. I feel like they're doing more research over there in developing trends. But I think there's courses throughout.